Welcome back to another Motivational Monday. I am a-hole Joanna Bronson, and I am so excited to share with you my motivational speech for today. So, that being said, today I want to speak on being too young or being too old, the things that we tell ourselves. When I started acting, I had already finished 2 different degrees in college, and when I stepped into it, I had no idea I was going to make a career out of it. I started in my late 20s, early 30s. I didn't move to LA until I turned 30. And even then, that I find that to be still very young, because when I got here, I was so happy that I wasn't going out for the college student. I wasn't going out for high school roles. I wasn't going out for things to me that, not that there's not great deep roles within those demographics and time frames in life. There's a lot that you can achieve, the coming of age stories that are beautiful. But I was so happy to be at the emotional place that I was in life, that I was happy to bring that experience, that character to my work. And I wouldn't have been able to do that at 20. I wouldn't have been able to do that at 15. And at those ages, I was doing different things with my life. I was an artist. I was going to fashion school. I was doing a bunch of different things that had nothing to do with the film industry. And it took me longer to figure out where my journey was taking me, where I wanted to end up. And becoming an actor, if you'd asked me 10 years ago if I was going to be an actor, I would have laughed. I was like, really? Growing up, I didn't know acting was even a job. I didn't know that was something I could want to do or achieve, because it wasn't a part of my upbringing. I'm very lucky to have been supported by my family, my mother specifically, and just doing whatever I loved. But that being said, I had no idea that acting and directing was it. So I find that it's really interesting when I hear people say, well, I'm too young to be taken seriously. I've had, kids ask me about acting. I really want to do it, but no one's taking me seriously. And, are you taking yourself seriously? That's what matters at the end of the day, because it's your life. It's your journey. No one else's. I've had friends that started acting at 50. I mean, Morgan Freeman didn't break through until 54. Samuel Jackson, I believe it was 45. And these are great actors of our time that took them a lifetime to get where they are. And there are so many more. You can Google it, look it up, watch other people's journeys. I mean, they didn't just become who they were overnight. It took a lifetime to get where they are. And yes, some people started younger. Yes, some people grew up in Hollywood. And I think about that. I'm like, I'm grateful I didn't. I'm grateful I did start this at a young age. I wouldn't have wanted to grow up, and I couldn't make all the mistakes and failures that I made in life and have that be on screen. I mean, I applaud the women and men that have been able to do that. It takes incredible courage and incredible strength to get through, your transitions in life and having them being blasted out to the world for the public view. That's crazy to me. And I'm so excited that I get to blow past that. I get to start where I'm at now as a more well-adjusted human. Don't get me wrong, I have lots to learn, and I am so excited to be where I am. But people ask me all the time, well, you just moved there in your 30s and you're going to be an actor? Don't you want a family and kids and all these things? I'm like, maybe in the future, but honestly, I'm very happy to be where I am. I am so happy to wake up every day and live the life that I do. I'm happy that I have a side job that can take care of my finances part-time, and then the rest of the week I can focus on what I love. I'm so grateful for all of it. And I find that that's the truth for most people that I know. If they are in line with their passion and they're going towards their creative force in life that they want with full passion, full commitment, they're waking up every day and doing the work, they're waking up every day excited about the work, nothing else matters. What does it matter how old you are? Time is a construct. Time is, it comes and goes. And yes, we're all going to die eventually. And yes, we spend our lives. Sometimes you have a gulp of time in life where I spent 5 years in a terrible relationship where I wasn't doing anything creative. Okay, big deal. You learned, you lived. And for me, I moved on. I've had things like that in life, that I was distracted and not being my biggest creative self. And I'm okay with that, because I wouldn't be who I am today without it. You wouldn't be who you are right now without it. Without your failures, without your forks in the road, without anything that's ever happened to you, and I think that's what makes creatives so unique. I think every time I meet somebody who's so passionate about what they're talking about, that inspires me. I love to hear their stories. I love to see how they got where they are. And the more I dive into how everyone around me and the people that I idolize, how they got where they are, I find that it took them a lifetime. It didn't take them an overnight. They trained, they worked, they went to over 100 auditions before they landed a job, or any job for that matter. And I find that for artists and writers, and everything is a craft, and it's going to take time. And it doesn't matter when you start, but you should start. Do you want to do it? I'm not saying that you should throw it all to the wind and just go for it. There's everything in moderation. Like for me, I've had a lot of friends that give up their side job because I'm going to do this full time, and that's great. They put it. Maybe some people work better with just, you know what, throwing it all away, and I'm going to do it. And then they freak out, and then they end up not focusing on that thing after a month of doing it because they're like, oh, I need money, I need this, I need that. And that's not the way to go about it. I think there's a good way to moderate that. And I would love to hear how you guys do that. What is your compromise with yourself? Like for me, I'm not going to work 6 nights a week. I could be comfortable and I could travel all year if I did, but I'm not. I'm going to work 4 max. I try to keep it at 4 max. And with that sustains my bare necessities: rent, food, sending presents to my sisters on their birthdays, whatever it is that you need minimum. What are you willing to sacrifice to do what you love? And that's going to be a whole different video, I'm sure. But for this one, you're never too old to start. You're never too young to start. If you're motivated and you're passionate and you're willing to do the work, just do it. Like Nike says, just do it. Like it really is that simple. And you're going to figure out ways to do it in a manageable way. I'm not just saying, some people are great just jumping in. Go for it if that's the type of person you are. I am more of like, what's my plan? How am I going to get there? What are the steps to get to that thing? Deconstruct that thing. And I'm going to make a whole other video about that, and I'll let you know. It's probably going to be on a Technique Tuesday. Check it out. It's going to be my post-it video to show you how to deconstruct your hopes and dreams to get where you want to be. So that being said, guys, I'm telling you, you're not too young, you're not too old. Do you want to do it? Do it. I have one of my best friends. She's an actress in her mid to late 40s, I believe going into her 50s, I'm not sure. And it's her dream to be a stage actress. She is incredible, and she spent so much time saying that she was incapable of doing it, but then she started doing it, and then she started practicing, and then she got on one stage, then she got on 2 stages. This woman at this time works a 9-to-5 job and goes to theater every single night for either rehearsal or shows, and now is up for like 15 different awards in a theater district where she has been developing her talent for the last 5 years. And she started from 0 to 100. She auditioned for a program that she wanted to be 4 years in a row before she finally got into it for a full summer program, and was able to put her job on hold for 2 months while she did it. And it's like, her dreams are coming true, and she's going to be a full-time working theater actress, and this is exactly what she wants to do with her life. And she's still doing her 9-to-5 job and loves that. Are you willing to do the work? What are you willing to compromise? That's all that matters. Your age doesn't matter, I promise you, because especially in this day and age where all the information is available to us on the internet or through people that you can literally just email and reach out to and be like, how do I do this? What are the things that I want to do? And a lot of that, even if you don't know what the what is, maybe you're trying to figure out maybe you don't want to be an actor, maybe you don't want to be a writer. I went through like 6 different career choices before I landed on director and actor, and I had to, but I went with full force on each of them. I figured it out and said, okay, let's try this. Maybe this is what I'm passionate about. Maybe this is what I'm really good at. And at the end of the day, I was like, maybe I'm going to change. Because I went full force, I figured it out, and I found in those failures, in those life transitions, what worked for me. And that's why it took me as long to get where I'm at now. I've only been in Los Angeles, guys, for 4 years at this point, and I feel like I've learned more in the last 10 years about myself and that it's going to set the perfect foundation for who I'm going to be eventually. And I am enjoying this journey every day, and I highly recommend, don't get hung up on age. It really doesn't matter, because the superstar who's plus 50, who's been doing it the Meryl Streeps of the world, who have been in it their entire life, that you can't compare yourself to them because it's a different journey. Maybe when you get to that age, the roles that you get in those Oscar-nominated things that you're trying to achieve will be completely different. It's a completely different genre. It's a completely different journey. There's only one you, and there's only one of your story. That's what you want to share. That's what you want to focus on. And I hope this has been motivating to you. I hope you're feeling the creative juices, and I hope that you're going to stop thinking about age and just do the work, because that's all that what matters at the end of the day, to me anyway. It doesn't matter if a 10-year-old 6-year-old is reaching out to me like, oh, I want to learn acting, how do I go about it, versus someone who's in their 80s who just wants to get into a short film. It doesn't matter. Everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different journey. And I hope that you're not getting hung up on age, because you're just giving yourself another excuse not to do what you love. And who are you helping if you're not doing what you love? Because when you do what you love, you are going to impact other people through your work, through your inspiration, through your journey. And that's all that matters. Inspire the world, guys. Do what you love. So I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope you're going to get out there and do what you love today and every day forward. If you have any questions or comments, if you have anything that I should be checking out, please leave it below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching A-Holes. Here at A-Hole Productions, we're always trying to inspire and create free content that will help you on your journey. If you liked it, please share. I'll see you next time.